Welcome everybody, this is Nug Sesh, Denver Nuggets game reviews number 5. This is just a new name I've come up with. It's presented by Denver Stiffs and Dr. Skipperton Productions. We do verse Drummond and the Detroit Pistons. Let's take it away and see what happens.
Play harder, plain and simple. It'll be Andre Drummond against Yusuf Nurkic.
Started off hard. Drummond just went at it very hard in the beginning of the game. Obviously he had something to prove, and I think Nurkic did as well, but as you can see here, Drummond is just taking over a little bit. And he gets fouled here, and they set the tempo off definitely in the start of this game. And Nurk gets taken over there as well by Drummond for the dunk. That was very big. So they started off with a big run, 8-0. And we start turning it over a little bit, and it looks like it's all going to hell really at the start. And that was the first field goal. Lovely pass by Jamal Murray to Yusuf Nurkic. Then they just keep hitting these mid-range jump shots. That's terrible.
What on earth are you doing?
Terrible turnover. They're using the screens a lot, Detroit, and they're just exploiting us from the mid-range a lot. Again, we just can't seem to score, and what do you know, it's 12-2. And we just can't seem to hit anything apart from this shot by Danilo Gallinari, which is a bit random, but that's Danilo Gallinari for you. And Jamal Murray hits his first shot. Well done, Jamal Murray. That's what you're supposed to do, mate. Thanks for that. Gary Harris returns, quite nice. And that was the silliest thing I've ever seen.
What on earth are you doing?
So they defended us really hard. We shot 5 from 25, 18.5% in the first quarter. Second quarter comes in, and we come in a little bit hot. Kenneth Faried comes in here for the dunk, trying to do what he can do. And then we start hitting some shots finally, which is quite nice and refreshing.
It's hoping the Pistons get another possession, so...
Now this is a funny foul by Jimmy Nelson, smashing Australian Baines.
Very funny, Carter.
Not funny. Can't move.
Baines out, Drummond back in.
Here's Nurkic guarding on the perimeter. He hits that. See, we're doing some decent defending. They were hitting their mid-range shots a lot. Now here's a nice layup by Moutier, but he misses a wide open layup. Once again, come on Moutier, you got to do this for us, man. Drummond, quite well. It's quite interesting seeing Yusuf Nurkic versus a proper center.
Oh, and a carry.
So yeah, we're just turning it over a fair bit.
Nurkic.
Getting a few misses here and there. They're just mid-range is what's killing us. This was a nice move by Jokic, and he gets fouled here. But he doesn't get the call. And then you get Malone getting pretty angry about it. So Mike Miller's just trying to draw a play because nothing seems to be working. And then we actually come back a fair bit with some beautiful passing here from Nurkic to Jokic. Gallinari, beautiful pass to Nurkic for the powerful dunk.
Pass for the jam. Game in Brooklyn. Harris.
And then Lua, that was a solid dunk. He actually went off a little bit at the end of this quarter. You might see some more highlights from him.
To get a couple of defenders up in the air. In for Drummond. And Lure.
A nice little one there.
Backs his way in. Using his length. Pretty.
A beautiful layup by Wilson Chandler. So we actually came back a lot in this quarter. We actually ended up scoring 32 points to 22. A lot of that attributed to the 10 free throw attempts where we shot 80%.
That type of lead throughout this first half. Also being wary.
So yeah, Moutier here, he starts attacking very hard in the late end of this quarter.
Gallinari. There it is. You know what? Denver in transition. Moutier. He walk with that, or they bail him out with a foul?
Third quarter. What happened here? This is our go-to quarter so far, our best quarter. So we start off, nice, why aren't we doing that? And they get a turnover. This is looking like every other game so far. Whoopsie, Moutier does a turnover. Proceeds to Drummond shooting a free throw, which he misses, but he gets the rebound back. And what do you know, he does a nice little spin move in which it goes in and he gets the and one, and then you go, oh shit, come on. Murray open, miss. Murray again, and he misses. Now I'm being mean to Murray, but this is what happened. All right, so you got Mudio posting up, and then he just does the silly pass, and then you're just like, shit, man, we need to get into this game big time. So that this was hell. This is where Nuggets were midway through this quarter. They were just getting a lot of turnovers. Detroit were hitting. Wilson Chandler was still keeping us in. Gallinari drawing fouls. That was a ridiculous shot by Gallinari. Beautiful spin, I thought, and then you see the replay. And he smashes him. He gets a flagrant foul there for Jusuf Nurkic. That's his first one this season. Drummond gets angry and he starts hitting some shots on Nurkic in the post. Gallinari just doing what he normally does, getting fouls. Beautiful.
Oh man, he's got a really good job on closing out tonight.
And then we just start, you know, those are the kind of shots we should be hitting.
Lure, tough turnaround. Didn't matter.
So in this quarter, we shot pretty poorly. We only had 5 assists, but we shot 36% from the field goal. So they outscored us 26-23 in this one. Last quarter, so we've got the lead down to 10. So this is the do or die for Denver Nuggets, and if you're like me, you're crossing your fingers. And we start off with a turnover, Wilson Chandler traveling it, and then they hit.
Udrih leans in from 6.
They miss, but then we start doing a lot of turnovers, a series of turnovers.
Murray off the handoff, pocket pass.
It gets quite ugly at some point here.
Nelson to Murray, and he stepped out of bounds. Jokic, and he walked with it. Fareed turns on Baines. Pretty shot.
Kenneth Fareed trying to do what he can. That's an open shot, and it's just not in.
With 10 to shoot.
So we're just not doing anything. We're just really missing a lot of opportunities, and they're just running away with it.
Youngsters out there should appreciate and learn from this. When he goes up for a rebound,
Dagger. So they outscored us 26 points to 19 in the last quarter.
5 assists.
Got to a point where I just sort of stopped watching.
Miller.
They got to play the rookies at the end, which is nice. It's nice to see Herman Gomez. Nice to see Beasley. Now we'll go over a quite short shit sandwich, a smaller one than we used to. We'll talk about one good thing, a bad thing, and then just one more other good thing. The first good thing we'll talk about is the free throw percentage. Okay, last year Nuggets, they weren't so good at shooting free throws. This year they haven't been so bad at the moment. We shot 17 from 20. We shot 85%. Pretty good. Mudio shot 85%, which is nice to see. If there's anything good I can find, I'm going to say the free throws, okay? One bad thing I can talk about is too much ISO. Too much ISO. That's one thing that stood out to me in this game, was just the lack of passing. Too many times we're just trying to go for the one-on-one shot, where the most effective way for us to play, I think, is to pass the ball. We had 15 assists in the game, which I don't think is enough. Rubbish player of the game goes to Emmanuel Mudiay. I want him to be the best. Too many missed shots. He shot 0 from 7. Too many turnovers. He needs to be more effective. I love you, Mudiay. Please be better. One more good thing I can talk about, it was Gary Harris's return, and I just noticed his passing has been... He was doing a lot of passes. He said in the off-season he wanted to work on his passing and his ability to run the pick and roll, and I think he's worked on that a lot, as you can see in these passes he was making. Nuggets MVP for the game is going to Wilson Chandler. Ill Will had a great game today. He was very assertive, going for drives as much as he can, playing very strong on the rebounds. His statistics were 9 from 18, 50%. He had 9 rebounds and he had 21 points. and we lost again. It's so much easier doing game reviews when we win. It's so much more motivating, but we're 2 from 3 now. Let's just stick with it, Nuggets fans. It's a long road ahead to the playoffs, but we'll make it.